My child, I need you to breathe slowly and sit with me for a moment, because what I am about to reveal is something your heart has silently sensed for a long time. You felt a strange distance, a quiet shift, a coldness in your soulmate's actions, but you kept ignoring it because your love was pure. You believed in them more than they ever believed in themselves. And today, something has come to light that is painful, shocking, and unfair to your loving heart. My child, the police did not come to you by accident. The hidden camera was not discovered by chance. Every truth that was covered in darkness is now coming out because I allowed it to be exposed for your protection. I know you are hurting right now. I can feel the trembling inside you. You are asking me, why did this happen? Why would the person I loved so deeply betray me like this? And I hear that question, my child. I see the ache behind your eyes, and I am standing beside you as the truth unfolds. The one you trusted, the one you waited for, the one you gave your heart to, they crossed a boundary that should never be crossed. The hidden camera did not just capture images. It captured reality. It captured the truth they refused to tell you. It captured the deception they tried to hide behind their sweet words and promises. And my child, I know that truth feels like a blade cutting deep into your soul right now. You feel as if the world has stopped around you, as if the ground beneath your feet has cracked open. But listen to me closely. You did nothing wrong. You were loyal, you were sincere, you were pure-hearted, and I will never let a pure heart be punished by someone else's darkness. My child, I am showing you this because you were not meant to live in illusions. You were not meant to stay tied to someone who was secretly betraying you behind closed doors. You were not meant to keep giving love to a person who gave half love, half truth, half presence. They tried to present themselves as someone honest, someone dependable, someone who cared, but their actions were different when you were not watching. They forgot that I am always watching. They forgot that truth always finds its way out. You may feel shocked, confused, angry, or numb. You may feel like crying or screaming or staying silent. Whatever you are feeling right now, my child, feel it freely. I am not angry at you for being emotional. I created your heart to feel deeply. I know how deeply you love them. I know how many nights you prayed for their safety, their happiness, their connection with you. You wanted a future with them, a life with them, a peaceful home with them. You dreamed of walking together, growing together, healing together. And now that dream feels shattered. But my child, just because one person broke your heart does not mean your destiny is broken. When the police caught them, when the hidden camera revealed the truth, it was not the end of your story. It was the beginning of your awakening. You were blindfolded by your love, and I removed the blindfold gently, even though I knew it would hurt. I needed you to see what you were really dealing with. That video, that evidence, that moment of exposure, it came at the perfect time. If it had come earlier, you would have ignored it. If it came later, you would have been more deeply hurt. But right now, you are strong enough to see the truth, even if it aches. You are wise enough to understand that the person you loved was not the person they pretended to be. You are spiritually ready for a new chapter, even though it feels unexpected. My child, I want to tell you something important. The cheating is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their emptiness. It is a reflection of their weakness, not your lack. You gave them loyalty. They gave you lies. You gave them commitment. They gave you secrets. You gave them a full heart. They gave you broken pieces. But I will never let you be destroyed by someone who was never on your level. I am removing people who were never meant to walk into your future. I am clearing space for someone who will stand beside you with integrity, honesty, and true love. Not hidden cameras, not police reports, not broken trust. Right now you may think, why is this happening to me? But soon you will understand, it happened for you. To free you, to protect you, to lead you into a new destiny where your heart will not be played with again. My child, your soulmate was careless with your love. They thought they could cheat and never be caught. They thought their actions would never come to light. But every lie has an expiration date, and theirs has expired today. You are not losing someone good. You are losing someone who was blocking your blessings. You are losing someone who did not deserve you. You are losing someone who would have only harmed your future if I did not intervene now. I am not showing you this to break you. I am showing you this to free you. My child, hold yourself together. Breathe and stay close to me. I am going to pull you out of this pain. I am going to guide your heart into healing. And I am going to bring someone into your life who will love you the way you always deserved. Openly, faithfully, honestly, without betrayal, without secrets. This is only the first part of the truth. More will unfold, and I will guide you through every step. My child, now that the truth has been uncovered, I need you to walk with me into a deeper understanding of what is really happening behind the scenes. What you saw, what the police revealed, what the hidden cam exposed, it is only the surface. There are layers beneath it that your heart has not yet understood. And before you judge yourself, before you fall into unnecessary shame or confusion, I want you to hear my voice clearly. This situation is not a punishment. It is a revelation. My child, you were praying for clarity. You were asking me to show you if this person was truly meant for your life. You were begging me to guide you, to send you signs, to give you something real that would help you understand the truth of your soulmate's intentions. And I listened. I watched you struggle with your instincts, trying so hard not to doubt the one you loved. You kept telling yourself, maybe it is all in my head. Even though your spirit was whispering, something is not right. Your intuition was not wrong, my child. It was me speaking to you. You felt ignored. You felt their distance. You felt the change in their words, the coldness in their presence, the secrets in their silence. You felt their soul pulling away from you. Even when they pretended everything was fine, you sensed their energy shifting like a fading light. That was me preparing your heart for the truth, so that when the moment came you would not fall apart completely. You were being warmed gently in your spirit long before the proof appeared in the physical world. But my child, I know you. You love too deeply. You forgive too quickly. You always try to see the good in people even when the good is barely there. Your heart is pure, and pure hearts often mistake red flags for maybe they are just stressed. You kept giving them chances. You kept believing their promises. You kept hoping they would return to you the way they were in the beginning, caring, loving, attentive, open. But their heart was no longer with you. Their mind was elsewhere, and they were trying to hide it behind smiles that no longer reached their eyes. My child, the person you loved was living two lives, one in front of you and one behind your back. But you were never supposed to discover this truth through pain alone. I was preparing a way for the truth to reach you in a way you could not deny, in a way they could not lie about, in a way even they could not escape. That is why the police got involved. That is why the hidden camera existed in the first place. That is why the proof became undeniable. I allowed everything to align so that you would finally see that the person you loved was not the person meant to walk into your destiny. My child, I know you feel betrayed. I know your chest feels heavy, like your heart is carrying a weight too big to hold. You feel like your trust has been shattered into pieces you do not know how to gather. You feel like the love you gave has been insulted. You feel like the future you imagined has been stolen from you. And you may even be asking me, why did you let me love someone who would hurt me like this? But listen carefully. I let you love them because your love was meant to awaken something in them. But they chose the wrong path. They chose temptation over truth. They chose secrets over sincerity. They chose ego over loyalty. They chose to cheat. Not because you were not enough, but because they were not capable of the kind of love you carried inside you. You were not the problem. Your heart was not the issue. Your love was not a mistake. The mistake was theirs. And now they must face the consequences of their choices. My child, the universe does not lie. Energy does not lie. Actions do not lie. And that hidden camera did not lie. It revealed what their words tried to cover. And I allowed it because I refused to let you continue giving your heart to someone who was silently destroying it. I know a part of you is still saying, Maybe they did not mean it. Maybe it was a moment of weakness. Maybe they were confused. But my child, cheating is not confusion, it is a decision. And the moment they decided to betray you, they also decided to lose you, even if they did not realize it then. But my child, I want you to notice something important. You survived the shock. You survived the truth. You survived the moment you feared the most, and that means you are stronger than you think. The truth did not destroy you. It set you free. It shook you, yes. It broke your illusions, yes. It made you cry, yes. But it also pulled you out of a connection that would have ended in deeper heartbreak if I did not intervene. Now you are asking me for blessings. You are asking me for peace. You are asking me for a partner who would truly love you. How can I give you those blessings while you are holding the hand of someone who is betraying you behind closed doors? How can I give you peace while they are causing you silent emotional wounds? How can I give you a loving partner while you are trapped in a connection built on lies? My child, I removed them from your heart the moment they removed you from their loyalty. But listen closely. This is not the end of your love story. This is only the clearing of the path. I am not leaving you empty. I am not leaving you alone. I am not taking something away from you without preparing something better to replace it. The ending of this connection is not punishment. It is protection. It is preparation. My child, you must understand something else. The betrayal they did, it will follow them. The pain they caused you, it will echo back into their own life. The insincerity they lived with, it will eventually collapse on them. But I do not want you to watch their downfall. I want you to rise. This is my message for you now. Do not chase what broke you. Do not beg for what betrayed you. Do not cling to someone who showed you what they truly are. Focus on the healing I am bringing you. Focus on the doors I am opening. Focus on the blessings that are already on their way to you. There is a new chapter being written for your heart, and this time it will not be built on deception. It will be built on truth, respect, faithfulness, and divine alignment. My child, you deserve a love that does not require proof to be trusted. You deserve a partner who chooses you even when no camera is watching. You deserve a relationship where your heart is not a battlefield. I will guide you through your healing. I will wipe your tears. I will strengthen your spirit. And I will prepare someone new. Someone who will love you without secrets, without betrayal, without hidden intentions. You have more to learn, more to grow through, more to rise from. And I am walking beside you through every step of it. My child, now that the truth has settled inside your heart and the shock has begun to calm, I want to take you deeper into understanding what this moment truly means for your soul. You may still feel waves of disbelief or sudden moments where your heart tightens and you ask yourself if everything you saw was real. That is normal. When a truth this heavy enters your life, the heart takes time to adjust. You gave love without conditions, so it is natural for your spirit to take a moment to fully absorb the reality that the one you trusted was living a life of betrayal behind your back. But my child, even as you struggle to understand why this happened, I want you to know something profound. Nothing about this moment is random. Every detail, every timing, every exposure, every discovery, it was all orchestrated not to break you, but to awaken you. Your heart has a destiny, and I will not let anyone block it. My child, let me explain something that your eyes could not see until now. The person you called your soulmate was carrying a shadow inside their spirit, a hunger for attention that was not satisfied by loyalty, a restlessness that made them wander even while you remained steady. They were not fully present in the connection. No matter how deeply you loved, they kept a part of themselves closed off from you, and they filled that hidden space with people who fed their ego instead of their soul. You saw glimpses of their inconsistency. You noticed small changes, delayed replies, excuses, distant eyes, sudden anger, unexpected coldness. You tried to ignore these signs, hoping it was stress, hoping it was temporary, hoping they would come back to you with the same love they once showed. But my child, when someone begins to betray you, the soul feels it before the mind understands it. You felt it, you sensed it. You just could not prove it until now. The hidden cam was not an accident. The police involvement was not a coincidence. I needed you to have undeniable clarity so you could stop doubting yourself. Your heart was beginning to lose its confidence, thinking maybe I am imagining things, maybe I am overthinking. But you were not overthinking. You were spiritually sensing the truth that was carefully hidden from your eyes. My child, the truth came to you through a painful doorway, but it came to protect your destiny. I could not allow you to keep building your future on someone else's secrets. Every lie they told was creating a silent crack in the foundation of your connection. And had I not intervened, the entire foundation would have collapsed later when the damage would have been much greater. You would have invested even more time, more love, more trust, and the heartbreak would have been deeper. I rescued you from a bigger storm by letting this truth appear now. But my child, listen closely. The pain you are feeling today is not weakness, it is cleansing. Your tears are not signs of failure, they are clearing your soul. Your heartbreak is not the end, it is the release of something that was never meant to stay. I know you gave them your best. I know you loved them with a sincerity that most people cannot even understand. You dreamed of a future with them. You imagined a home, a life, memories, stability. But my child, you were building a future with someone who was building lies behind your back. You were planning tomorrow with someone who was playing with someone else today. You were giving loyalty to someone who was giving attention to places they should have stayed away from. You were fighting for a bond that they were slowly destroying with their disloyalty. It was never your failure. It was their choice. My child, I need you to understand this clearly. Cheating does not happen suddenly. It begins in the heart long before it becomes a physical act. It begins when someone stops valuing what is in front of them. It begins when ego becomes louder than commitment. It begins when someone feels entitled to take what is not theirs while still expecting you to be loyal. The person you loved was feeding their ego by seeking attention elsewhere, even while enjoying the comfort of your love. But I saw it. I watched their intentions. I watched their actions when you were not around. I watched their loyalty fade even while they pretended to care. And I knew if I did not step in, you would be left carrying the weight of their betrayal for years. So I stepped in. I let the hidden camera expose the truth. I let the police reveal what you were never meant to carry alone. I allowed everything that was done in darkness to come into light. Because, my child, you are destined for a love that is honest, a love that stands firm, a love that protects instead of betrays, a love that gives instead of takes. Your destiny does not involve crying over someone who could not value you. Your future does not include emotional games, mind tricks, or sneaky actions. I am not writing a story for you where your heart ends in disappointment. I am preparing a story where your heart will finally receive the same depth of love it has always given. But to reach that love, you needed to be freed from the person who was hurting you in secret. My child, I know there is a part of you that still wonders, did they love me at all? Did any of it mean anything? Let me answer that for you. Their love was shallow compared to yours. They loved the comfort you gave, the attention you offered, the support you provided, but they did not love you with the devotion that a true soulmate should. If they did, they would never have risked losing you. They would never have entertained someone else. They would never have allowed betrayal to enter your connection. True love does not cheat. True love does not hide. True love does not lie behind closed doors. And my child, you were born with a heart that is too precious, too rare, too divine to be wasted on someone who does not appreciate it. You may think right now that you have lost something important, but one day soon you will look back and realize you lost nothing. You were saved. You will see how this moment became the turning point of your life. You will see how your soul grew stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the destiny I have prepared for you. Even now, there is something shifting inside your spirit. You may not feel it fully yet, but you are beginning to reclaim your power. You are starting to see your own worth. You are realizing that you do not need someone who cannot even stay loyal when you offered them everything they prayed for. My child, you are not empty. You are being made whole again. You are not abandoned. You are being redirected. You are not broken. You are being transformed. Soon I will show you what comes next. But for now, breathe. Let your heart rest. Let your spirit heal. I am not done speaking to you yet. My child, as you continue to sit with this truth, I can feel the heaviness in your spirit. You are trying to be strong. You are trying to understand. You are trying to accept what the hidden cam revealed and what the police exposed. But deep inside, a part of you still wonders why love, something so beautiful and sacred, can sometimes hurt so deeply. You gave your heart with honesty, and it feels unfair that dishonesty was what you received in return. I hear your unspoken thoughts, the questions you have not dared to say aloud, and the emotions you are quietly fighting inside. My child, it is okay to feel this way. It is okay to feel shaken. It is okay to feel confused. Healing does not happen in silence. It happens in truth, and truth always shakes the soul before it sets it free. You are not expected to be strong every second. You are not expected to pretend nothing happened. You are a human soul with real feelings, deep emotions, and a heart that loves in ways that most people cannot even understand. Your love was pure, and pure love always feels pain more deeply when it is betrayed. But hear me clearly, my child. This moment is not your defeat. This moment is your divine turning point. You were attached to someone who was not ready to receive a love like yours. Their spirit was not mature. Their loyalty was not rooted. Their heart was not disciplined. They were led by desire instead of devotion, by impulse instead of intention. And even though you gave them everything, they still wandered into the arms of someone else the moment temptation called their name. Not because you lacked anything, but because they lacked self-control, self-awareness, and truthfulness. My child, you may feel angry right now. You may feel like your time was wasted, your love was misused, your trust was taken for granted. But I want you to look deeper, not at what you lost, but at what you are now being prepared to gain. If this truth had not come out, you would still be giving your heart to someone who did not value it. You would still be trying to grow a future with someone who was secretly destroying the foundation of your connection. You would still be loving someone who loved their ego more than they loved you. They were not your soulmate, my child. They were your lesson, and lessons are not meant to stay forever. They are meant to teach you, strengthen you, and then release you into something better. The exposure of their betrayal is the closing of one chapter and the opening of another. But before you step into that new chapter, I want you to understand the deeper reason why this had to happen. My child, your heart was beginning to shrink without you realizing it. You were slowly adjusting your standards to match their inconsistency. You were ignoring your own needs to keep them happy. You were giving more than you were receiving. You were accepting less than you deserved because you thought love required sacrifice. But the sacrifice was becoming too one-sided. You were becoming emotionally tired, mentally drained, spiritually weakened, and yet you kept holding on because you believed love could fix everything. But love cannot fix someone who does not want to be loyal. Love cannot change someone who is hiding their true intentions. Love cannot heal someone who keeps hurting another heart. You could not save them, my child, because they did not want to save themselves. And I could not let you continue losing yourself. That is why I stepped in. That is why the truth came out in such a sudden, shocking way. It was the only way to pull you out of a connection that was slowly breaking you. A gentle sign would not have worked. A small hint would not have been enough. Your heart loves too deeply, and because of that you needed a truth that could not be ignored, denied, or explained away. My child, I know you keep replaying everything in your mind, the conversations, the moments, the memories. You keep wondering if something you said or did pushed them into this betrayal. You keep searching for a fault that does not belong to you. But my child, stop blaming yourself. Their cheating was not your responsibility. Their actions were not your burden. Their mistakes were not caused by your love. A faithful heart remains faithful even when things are difficult. A loyal soul stays loyal even when no one is watching. A true partner protects the bond even when the world tempts them. They did not cheat because of something you lacked. They cheated because of something they lacked. Honesty, integrity, maturity. And though the truth hurts, it also frees you. It frees you from unnecessary pain. It frees you from emotional deception. It frees you from a future full of silent suffering. You deserved better, and I am preparing that better even now. My child, what comes next for you is healing. Slow, gentle, powerful healing. I will not let your heart remain broken. I will not let your soul remain wounded. I will not let your spirit carry this betrayal forever. You are entering a season where your heart will begin to rise again. The heaviness you feel today will not stay. The tears you hide will not be forever. The confusion you carry will not last. This pain is temporary, but the blessings I am preparing for you are permanent. There will come a day when you will look back on this moment and feel grateful it happened. You will understand that what was taken away was not a blessing. It was a blockage. You will understand that losing them was not loss. It was liberation. You will see how your life starts unfolding beautifully once they are no longer draining your energy or playing with your emotions. My child, a new love will come. A true love. A loyal love. But I need you to heal first. I need you to gather your strength. I need you to rebuild your self-worth. I need you to realize how precious you truly are. Because when I bring you the love that is meant for you, you must be able to receive it without fear, without doubt, without the scars of this betrayal poisoning your heart. Right now you may feel like something has been taken from you. But in truth, I have protected you from something that would have destroyed you, and soon you will see the purpose behind every tear, every truth, every revelation. My child, you are not alone in this. I am holding your heart gently. I am lifting your spirit. I am cleansing your pain. And I am preparing the person who will cherish you the way you always deserved. My child, as we move into this next part of your journey, I want you to breathe slowly and allow your heart to soften. You have walked through shock, betrayal, confusion, and pain. You have watched a truth unfold that you never imagined would be yours to face. You saw someone you trusted crumble under the weight of their own dishonesty. You saw how a love you protected was not protected by the one who received it. And yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still held by my hands. My child, this strength you carry is not small. You may not see it, but I see it glowing inside you like a quiet fire. It is the kind of strength that does not shout, does not pretend, does not break easily. It is the strength of someone whose heart has been tested by deep love and deep pain, yet still remains capable of loving again. Do you understand how rare that is? Do you understand how powerful your spirit is because of that? You may think the betrayal weakened you, but in truth it polished you. It stripped away illusions. It cleared the fog from your destiny. It removed someone who was occupying space in your life without honoring it. And now, for the first time in a long time, you are finally able to see your own worth without the distraction of their lies. My child, you have something inside you that the wrong people are drawn to. The kind of love that heals people like the one who betrayed you. They feel that light, that warmth, that purity, and they crave it. But they are not ready to match it. They are not ready to rise to its level. They want the benefits of your love without giving the commitment your heart deserves. They want your loyalty without offering their own. They want your energy without giving anything back. And because of that imbalance, the connection was never meant to last. You may not realize it yet, but I removed them to make room for someone whose soul can actually stand beside yours. Not behind you, not in front of you, but beside you, where true love stands. My child, let me show you something deeper now. Something that goes beyond the betrayal, beyond the pain, beyond the shock of what happened. Before you met them, your soul was already destined for something greater. I wrote your life with intention. I planned your relationships with purpose. I shaped your journey with meaning. But sometimes, in the softness of your heart, you attach yourself to people who were only meant to be temporary. People who were meant to teach you, not stay. People who were meant to awaken you, not walk into your future. People who were meant to reflect your wounds, not heal them. The one who cheated on you was not your forever. They were your mirror. They reflected everything that needed to be healed inside you. They showed you where your boundaries needed strengthening. They showed you where your heart was giving too much and receiving too little. They showed you where your trust was unconditional when it needed protection. They showed you where your self-love still needed growth. Painful mirrors create powerful evolution, and you, my child, are evolving beautifully. You may feel like this betrayal damaged you, but in reality it refined you. A soul like yours does not remain broken for long. A heart like yours cannot be permanently wounded. You will rise not slowly, not silently, but gracefully. You will rise in strength you did not know you had. You will rise with a clarity that will shock even you. You will rise with a new understanding of who belongs in your life and who never did. And when you rise, my child, the entire direction of your destiny will shift. You will no longer attract people who take advantage of your kindness. You will no longer settle for half-effort love. You will no longer entertain those who treat you like an option. You will no longer tolerate inconsistencies, lies, or disloyalty. Your spirit will become so aware, so awakened, so aligned with me that your heart will sense dishonesty long before it reaches your life. You will never fall for the same kind of person again. You will never repeat this pain again. What you went through was not for nothing. It was shaping your next chapter. My child, do you know what your next chapter looks like? Let me show you. In your next chapter, your heart becomes lighter. The heaviness you feel right now begins to fade day by day. You wake up with more clarity. You think with more peace. You feel less attached to the one who hurt you. The memories lose their sting. The betrayal loses its power. And slowly, your heart starts opening again, not to the past, but to the future. In your next chapter, someone new will feel drawn toward you, someone whose spirit recognizes your worth instantly. They will not need to test you. They will not need to lie to you. They will not need to cheat to feel powerful. They will see your value from the beginning. They will cherish the depth of your love. They will protect your heart like it is a treasure. They will bring peace, not pain. They will bring commitment, not confusion. They will bring loyalty, not betrayal. But before I bring them into your life, I am preparing your spirit so you can welcome them without fear. Right now, healing is the most important part of your journey. Healing does not mean forgetting what happened. Healing means understanding the truth without hurting. Healing means remembering without breaking. Healing means forgiving without going back. Healing means letting go so you can grow. And my child, you will grow. You will grow in ways you never imagined. You will grow into a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more confident. The betrayal that hurts you today will one day become the strength that carries you into your destiny. You will not look back at this pain forever. One day you will see this moment as the moment your life changed for the better. But my child, I want to tell you something even more important. Something that will give you comfort as you move forward. The person who cheated on you is already facing consequences. Not because I seek revenge, but because every action returns to the one who sets it in motion. Their spirit is already uneasy. Their heart is already restless. They know what they lost. They know they betrayed someone rare. They know they destroyed something that could have saved them. And no matter what they show on the outside, inside they feel the weight of their actions. But my child, you do not need to watch their karma. You do not need to wait for justice. Your healing is your justice. Your growth is your justice. Your peace is your justice. And the love that is coming toward you, that is the greatest justice of all. I will make sure you receive a love so honest, so loyal, so deeply committed that you will forget what betrayal even feels like. I am not sending you just another relationship. I am sending you a spiritual partnership. I am sending you someone who will heal you simply by being present. Someone who will choose you every day with no hesitation. Someone who will give you the kind of love that stays, protects, and never breaks. But first, my child, you must release the one who hurt you. Not for them, but for yourself. Let the past close. Let the betrayal dissolve. Let your heart rest. Let your spirit breathe again, because the story I am writing for you does not end in heartbreak. It ends in restoration. It ends in transformation. It ends in a love so powerful that you will thank every moment that led you there, even the painful ones. I am not done guiding you. I am not done healing you. I am not done blessing you. Your journey is far from over. It is only just beginning. My beloved child, I want you to sit quietly for a moment, because what I am about to reveal is not just an ending to the story, but a doorway into your healing. You have carried so much pain inside your heart. Confusion, betrayal, unanswered questions, and the heaviness of feeling like you were not enough. But listen closely now, because I am placing a gentle truth inside your spirit. You were never the weak one in this story. You were always the one who loved with purity, honesty, and loyalty. The hidden camera truth may have shaken you, but it did not break you. It only illuminated the path you were meant to see. It showed you what the eyes refused to accept, and what the heart tried so hard to deny. Sometimes the universe allows a painful truth to surface, not to destroy you, but to set you free from a bond that was silently draining your soul. And now in this moment, you are standing at the end of what was hurting you and at the beginning of what will heal you. You might still replay every memory in your mind, every message, every promise, every time they held your hand and said they cared. You might wonder how someone who shared your deepest moments could betray you. But my child, betrayal never comes from an enemy. It always comes from someone who had access to the deepest part of your heart. And that is why it hurts the most. But remember this truth. Their betrayal does not define your worth. Their actions define their own character, not yours. This final part is not about them. It is about you. It is about how you rise from this moment. It is about how you breathe again. It is about how you reclaim your power, your peace, and your path. Because now, my child, your spirit is being cleansed. Every lie they told, every moment they pretended, every secret they hid, all of it is leaving your life. This truth did not come to punish you. It came to protect you from a future that was built on illusions. You are not losing a soulmate. You are being released from someone who did not know how to value your soul. I am placing a new clarity inside you. You will notice yourself becoming stronger than before. The confusion will dissolve. The emotional storm will settle. And slowly you will understand that this painful discovery was actually a divine intervention. It saved you from choosing the wrong destiny. It saved you from investing your heart where it would only be broken again. You are not alone. Heaven has been watching, guiding, and protecting you all this time. From today forward, you will no longer chase answers. You will no longer attach yourself to someone who betrayed your trust. You will no longer beg for honesty from someone who lives in lies. Instead, you will rise. You will stand tall. You will begin to love yourself the way you once loved them. And as you rise, the universe will lift you into a new chapter. One filled with peace, respect, genuine connection, and love that does not break your heart. My beloved child, I want you to let go now. Let go of their image. Let go of their promises. Let go of the idea of who you thought they were. Because now you know the truth, and the truth has freed you. In the coming days, your heart will feel lighter. A calmness will enter your spirit. You will feel something shifting inside you, like a heavy curtain finally lifting. That is your soul healing. That is your inner world resetting. That is heaven preparing a beautiful future for you. A future where loyalty is returned, where your worth is honored, where your heart is safe. This is the moment where your pain transforms into power. This is the moment where you step out of betrayal and into clarity. This is the moment where you stop breaking and start becoming. And now I bless you with peace. Deep, soothing peace that will heal every wound this betrayal created. I bless you with strength, the kind that makes you rise even when the world expects you to fall. I bless you with a new chapter where love is not a risk but a gift, where trust is not broken but cherished, and where your heart finally receives the loyalty it deserves. Your sorrows end here, my child. Your healing begins now. A new life is opening for you, and it will be far more beautiful than anything you lost. Go in peace. You are not alone. You have never been alone, and you never will be. Amen.